Hi again there everybody, this is Cycle Camp. I have another interesting weird little firearm to show you today, and let me bring it out for you here. And this is the Wamo, W-A-M-O, PowerMaster 22. This gun was actually produced by an offshoot of the Wham, W-H-A-M-O company, the guys that make hula hoops and frisbees and stuff like that. This firearm was sold for a relatively short time. Apparently one of the original movers and shakers in the Wamo company was interested in firearms, but he died soon after this was produced, and the partner of the company didn't want to have anything to do with firearms and disavowed knowledge of all this stuff. But we know that Wamo actually did sell this because we actually have a picture. You probably won't be able to see it real well, but we've got a picture of one of the advertisements, what I'm going to put up for you in just a second. I am sorry for the lousy quality of this picture, but you can see Wamo's trademark name up in the upper left hand corner of this particular picture of the advertisement. The Wamo PowerMaster has some pretty interesting features. It's not a terribly safe gun to use by any stretch of the imagination. It has a fairly heavy frame. It's all metal except for the grips, and the grips are made out of something called Zymac, which I assume was just their proprietary name for whatever plastic they happen to be using at the time. It's got a wonderful grip on it. You see it's got the shoulder on the grip for the thumb, you know, and it settles in the hand very well. The grip angle is pretty nice. It actually has some fake checkering, which makes it easy to hold. Of course, with a 22, you don't really care about that very much because there's not a heck of a lot of power coming back at you. It does have a rear sight that is adjustable to some extent. It's probably difficult to see in the picture, but there is an adjustment piece in here where you can loosen this up and slide it side to side. The front sight has no adjustments at all. And I personally think if they'd have painted it, it would have been better. But you'll notice that the ramp up to the sight, let me see if I can get it close enough. The ramp up to the sight is actually grooved to reduce glare. Pretty neat. The way this gun operated is very simple. It's a straight blowback design. You pull back on the charging handle, and you insert a round into, directly into the chamber here. And you'll notice there's this metal spring here, and that was your ejector. So basically, you move this forward, you'd fire the round, this would blow back, and as it blew back, that spring would throw the round out of the, sorry, I'm getting out of camera frame here. This spring would throw the round out of the gun, and that's basically how it worked. When it was charged, you could tell, it was pretty easy to tell it was charged because you had the huge fire, the back of the end of the firing pin stuck out, and they put a nice little red collar on it. Why, I don't know, because of how far it sticks out. This gun had no safety at all, and you can pull the trigger anytime. The safety was to have the thing back, but if you pulled the trigger with it back, it just slid forward and fired the round anyway, or could slam fire the round anyway. So this was not a terribly safe little gun to use. The trigger has actually got a marvelously easy-going trigger on this thing. I've heard pros and cons, people saying they love the trigger, they hate the trigger. Here's some more, let me see, get this in frame here, apologize. So here's some more wording on the gun, if you're able to read it. Here you go, if you're able to read that. Where this gun originated, apparently this gun is actually a modification of a CO2 operated BB pistol that was made by Don Floyd Hyde. He had a multi-shot BB pistol, CO2 powered BB pistol, and this gun, if you look at I'm going to put up another picture for you in just a second that shows that gun, and that gun actually also became the looks like he sold the rights or the patents to Daisy, and that became the relatively popular Daisy Model 100 CO2 BB pistol. So let me grab a copy of that other gun and put it up. So basically, that's about it on this particular firearm. Interesting little gun. It's still in excellent shape. My research shows that these were made from 1956, probably until the early 60s, around 62 or 63. This particular gun will probably date from 1956 to 1959. It's very difficult to date these, even though they are serial, even though they do have serial numbers on them. There are not really good records from the company as to what the date of these particular firearms are. I would have put this firearm out in a video a little earlier, but I had lent it out to somebody who was using it for pest control. That's how accurate it is. And I just got it back today, so I thought I'd throw it on the table before I stashed it in my gun cabinet. I thought I'd throw it on the table and give you guys a quick look at it. So there's a little bit of information about the Wamo PowerMaster, WAMO, but still produced by the Wamo people. They actually produced 2 or 3 other firearms. They were kind of like the firearm line of the main Wamo, WHAM-O company. And you will find a dueling pistol, a Hamilton dueling pistol, I believe, and also in 22. And you'll also find a small rifle that they produced. So pretty interesting history, which Wamo fervently tries to deny. But again, you know, like I said, we found the copy of the advertisement page that shows that they actually actively marketed this gun. Cute little gun, and I hope you enjoyed seeing it. And thanks so much. And don't forget, gunchannels.com, a great place to come for like-minded people, firearms enthusiasts, and strong believers in the Second Amendment. And we have a lot of fun out there, so come see us some evening. There's a daily gun chat every day at 7:30 Monday to Friday, and you might have some fun. So please tune into the Daily Gun Show, and if you have a chance, on gunchannels.com. I believe they're also on YouTube as well. You can grab it either place. Thank you. Bye-bye.